Alright, welcome everyone to Katherine. Let me just adjust the mic real quick. So, I apologize for taking so long. Even though I had 3 days off last week, I still had stuff to do during those 3 days. I'm finished with some of the stuff I had to get right away to people, so I should be wrapping this up here shortly. This video is going to be exposition heavy. We're going to get answers to what is really going on, what the dream, the nightmare that we've been having is really about, and at the same time what this game is really about. Alright, so let's get started.
It's been so long, like 5 years.
It's just, my mother's been calling me up and asking how we're doing. She's worried about me. She knows I've got a career that keeps me busy, but I mean, it's easy to keep things like they are now. But this month, I'm running really late. I think I'm pregnant. I've been getting strange texts lately. I don't know. They don't make sense. It's just creepy. Look, Vincent, you're not hiding anything from me, are you? Hey, do you think we'll work out? This isn't just because I got pregnant, right? I can trust you, right? I've been scared ever since I thought I was pregnant. I knew that it was going to freak you out. I guess this is farewell then. Goodbye.
I see this weary feeling. I can't remember the last time I was alone in this city. Man, what a fucking dump. Damn it, what the hell am I supposed to do? Katherine? Katherine? Oh, hi. A bug? No, I'll definitely swing by, probably later in the evening. Yes, sorry about that. Yeah! Oh, it's cold. Man, I can't believe this.
Don't get so down, man. You'll end up dying for real.
Hey, I wouldn't happen to be in the middle of a dream right now, would I?
Huh? Wow, you are fucked up. I mean, who dreams about taking a shit with another guy? Hey, was she serious?
Yeah. She's not answering my calls. I expected that, though.
In hindsight, maybe you shouldn't have dumped that other chick, huh?
About that. I broke up with her at the bar, and yet the next day, Katherine came to my room, and she was there. It was a horrific scene. Man, am I glad it was a dream. But it feels weird. I feel like it wasn't a dream.
Dude, if it wasn't a dream, your ex-girlfriend would be all over the news. After all, you told me she stabbed the other girl, right? So, what's the deal then? Cheating girl hasn't called you either?
I don't know. I doubt it.
What do you mean, I doubt it? You haven't checked.
Nothing's here.
No calls, huh? It's too bad.
No. It's all gone.
What's wrong? You out of toilet paper in there? Oh, I got you.
Dude, it is seriously gone. What the hell is this?
Chill. I'm getting you some right now.
Everything. It's all gone. Why?
Just hold on. Damn.
Not the goddamn toilet paper! Her texts! They're all gone! And fuck, her info too!
Her info?
Not just that. Incoming calls, outgoing calls. Number 2? Everything related to her, it's all gone!
It disappeared. Hey, what about that one pic?
That pic! I can't find it. It's missing too!
The fuck, man? I never got to see it.
What is going on?
Maybe Katherine deleted it when she found out you cheated. When you weren't looking?
She wouldn't do something like that.
Well, maybe the girl you dumped did it.
That's not it. I used this phone to call her yesterday. We met, split, and that was that.
Yesterday, where was that?
What do you mean, where? At the bar. Where else? You guys were watching.
We saw it?
Yeah.
I didn't see anything.
What the fuck are you talking about? You saw me with her.
Huh? With who?
After that mess with her, you guys came by and tried to cheer me up, remember? You don't remember that?
Yeah, I remember that part. But all I saw was you looking pathetic by yourself.
By myself?
Yep.
But she was with me, right?
I said I didn't see her. Hell, I never even saw her once.
You're joking, right?
Johnny and Toby never saw her either. We've only heard about her from you, numbnuts. We thought you were doing that to prevent Katherine from finding out.
Yeah, like I'd have the brains to do that.
Whatever. Look, I only saw you yesterday. You were all fucked up, man. We tried talking to you, but you just sat there holding your head.
No way.
Look, man. I hate to say this, but maybe you really are starting to lose it. I mean...
Stop saying that. You're making me question my sanity here, man.
You were sane before?
I mean, you guys were just distracted, right? That's impossible. That would be like... Wait. Okay, hold on. Huh? In a bar like that, it looks like hers. No one... No, that's impossible.
Maybe she was a dream girl. Hey, come on. Talk to me.
You can't be. This is so fucked.
Hey, it was a joke, man.
All traces of her are gone. Nobody's seen her. This can't be real.
Dude, you're really scaring me, man. You honestly sound crazy now. Vincent, maybe you should...
Shut up! I'm not crazy! It's her fault I'm going through all this! She's got to fucking exist! This is all bullshit!
I'll agree with you there, pal. I'm splitting, okay?
Hey, wait!
What?
The cell phone just glitched, that's all. And last night, you just weren't paying attention, right?
Again with this? Didn't see anything. Don't you believe me? Whatever, man.
I know. Erica must have seen her. She works there. She might know something about her. Oh, okay. Just come to the bar with me tonight. I will show you that you're wrong.
It's okay, man. I'm fine with being wrong.
Not okay!
Jeez. What's up with you, man?
Hey, so did you and Katherine really break up?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Enough about that. Back to yesterday. Try and remember.
I told you already.
Seriously.
Yeah, you're talking about last night, aren't you? I remember everything. You came here alone. You left alone. And the entire time you were here, you drank alone. Right, Toby?
That's exactly how I remember it. Maybe you're just spacing out from lack of sleep. After all, you were pretty messed up last night.
Yeah. You were totally fucked up, dude.
So what? I was just dreaming the entire time I was here? sick of these goddamn dreams every goddamn night. Wait, then when did that dream start? This is so fucked up!
Hey, man, keep it down.
I'm only in this mess because I cheated with her. Come on, someone tell me, where the hell is she?
Dude, I don't know.
My head hurts.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah, like that. You were by yourself just like that. Maybe you were dreaming. You're really messed up.
I'm not messed up. I'm just saying that it's impossible for her not to exist.
Anyway, pills, alcohol, nothing works for that.
Yeah, I keep seeing it.
Whoa, you guys are still having it? Although now that you mention it, Erica looked like she was having a nightmare too.
You noticed? I don't remember anything, though.
You too, Erica?
I thought only men had that dream. So maybe gender doesn't matter, huh?
Well, I'm not so sure.
It's because you guys won't shut up about nightmares. The same thing with the other customers, too.
Is it a weird chain reaction?
Hey, dreams we've been having. Don't you feel like we're all seeing the same dream?
Really?
I can't remember much, but you know, it felt like I was trying to get the hell away from something. Like that. Just climbing up and up.
Yeah, mine was like that too. Or more like struggling without getting anywhere.
So what, we're being shown the same dream?
Dumbass. Dreams are just a reflection of daily stress.
Stress? From what?
Dude, there's plenty of stress in everyday life.
Well, yeah, but...
Does that mean I'm gonna have these nightmares too eventually? Oh man, I hope not.
It's all 'cause this jackass started talking about it. Since I've been hanging out with him so much, he's transferred some of his stress onto me.
So, Vincent, how are you gonna make it up to us, huh?
Out like a light.
Oh, he's messed up again.
I'm going home. My head hurts. I understand being shocked, but does it really screw someone up this bad?
We have an early shift tomorrow, too.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We should get going.
Hey, Vincent, we're gonna take off now. You sure you're okay by yourself?
I'm not crazy.
That jury's still out. He's not gonna tell us he met that girl again later on, is he?
Idiot. I wouldn't do that, but I did see her last night.
Yeah, we've heard that from you all night long, remember?
Well, thanks for the fucking help. I'm just gonna drink some more.
I'll keep an eye on him, so you guys can go on home.
I'm sorry, Erica. Take care of him, will you?
I'll be fine. I just want to figure out what is going on.
Hey, you alright? Mind if I sit here?
Hi. Excuse me. Mind if I sit here?
What?
I was just thinking about it. It's only been a week since
When?
I met that girl here. Can life really change this much just like that?
It happens. But maybe it's the dreams. If you don't get enough sleep, your brain won't function right, and you start seeing things differently.
So you're saying that you think she's an illusion too, right?
No, I'm not saying that.
Yes, you are. To be honest, I don't even know what's going on myself. Fuck.
A lot happened. You're probably just a bit confused. Plus, you have been drinking a lot lately.
Hey, can I get an order?
Sure thing!
Maybe I am going crazy. Fuck, man. Okay. That night, it was like this. I had a bad dream the night before, so I was here drinking, trying to forget. They all left early. I stayed here, then she walked in. Wait a second. That night, when she walked in the bar, there was something...
Wow, there's a lot of people here. But this isn't really my crowd.
I'm
sorry, miss.
What's right? She spoke to someone else besides me.
Oh, yes. May I help you? What are you going on about?
No, don't play coy with me. I'm talking about Katherine. You saw her, didn't you?
I saw her? Excuse me,
Don't
but...
fuck with me, old man. I am serious.
Hey!
Hey, Vincent!
Everyone else said that they didn't see her. Then don't you think it's crazy that only you did?
You're the one that's crazy.
Me? See her?
Because of her, I'm starting to lose it. I already know that you're the key. Damn it, why didn't I realize it sooner?
Come on, cut it out!
You saw her! I know you saw her! Speak up! Stop moaning and answer me, goddammit!
Vincent!
Fuck! Just say something. Please, man. Please. Tell me that you saw her!
Well, very well. If you must persist. Yes, I did indeed see her.
Huh?
She was blonde, wearing a provocative white dress, like lingerie.
Yeah. That's the girl. And you saw her with me yesterday, right?
Yes, of course. It's your preference, isn't it? Girls like her.
So then, you admit it. All right. See? He did see her. Jesus.
Really?
You are just full of surprises. Not only did you survive this long, but to think you figured me out.
Huh?
I must commend you for your perception.
Well, I didn't really perceive anything. And sorry about the choking. A lot happened, so I was a bit freaked out. Tell me you didn't see her. There is no way she does not exist.
Well, normally that is the case. Normal people can't see her after all.
Wait, what?
That's only natural. After all, she isn't from this realm.
Boss?
It was rather unnatural, wasn't it? A girl like her in a town like this?
Huh?
Either way, you don't need to worry. I have given up on showing you nightmares.
Showing me nightmares?
It was quite a sight watching you run like the wind.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
She was here, right? Her, Katherine.
Huh? Wait, you didn't rush me because...
I just wanted proof that she really existed. I knew that you saw her. You did, right?
Ah... I see. Ah...
Hey.
The usual, sir. Rum and cola, was it?
Hey, boss. Can I ask you something?
What would that be?
You see, I thought that nightmares were something that you see on your own. So could it be... that someone else can show you one?
Well, I wonder...
Come on.
I wonder...
I wonder my ass. Pretty sure I just heard you say you're somehow involved in this.
Did I?
You heard him, right?
Yeah, he did.
So what was that all about?
Huh? What did I say?
You were surprised I survived? What does that mean?
I didn't say that.
You said it.
I didn't say it.
Stop fucking with me! I know that you're hiding something! Tell me!
I don't know.
Why do I have to go through all this shit?
Well, it's not just you. Excuse me, I was not expecting this turn of events.
Fuck you! Every day is unexpected for me! And what is with these fucking shades? You are indoors! You? Who the fuck are you?
Please, stop.
You're dealing with a desperate man now. Thanks to you and your bullshit, Katherine and I are through! So explain yourself, you fucking monster!
Allow me to introduce myself. I, Thomas Mutton, am... Okay. To sum it up, when there are people like you who spend a long amount of time with a partner without commitment, it impedes the population model. The rate of population growth is less than optimal.
What the hell are you talking about?
So, I have these hesitant gentlemen climb that.
Wait, you're talking about the nightmare? Oh, you're the one behind that?
Who the hell are you?
I have been given many names by humans since ancient times. Wasting a woman's time of greatest fertility is a hindrance to the future of the species. So we separate these non-fruitful couples and redistribute the women to men who can follow the natural order, you see?
Okay, so what? You're just killing men who have a partner that they don't want to marry? Is that it?
Well, to put it bluntly...
You think I'm gonna accept your bullshit story?
Please do not worry. You won't see that young girl ever again.
Huh?
She is a succubus. She appears at will and seduces men under the curse by appearing as their ideal woman. If you're going to sever ties with a longtime partner, what better way than with a messy affair, right?
Oh, man.
Do you understand everything now?
Yeah, I get it. I get everything. So, in the end, what am I guilty of? If the girl doesn't exist, then it's not cheating.
If it feels like cheating, then it's cheating, right?
You think you can just get away with this?
Well, it isn't like I just started this job yesterday. After all, the reason you were born was because we weeded out the man who was misleading your mother. I do believe that was the case.
You better stop fucking with me.
If you don't wish to believe, that's fine. However, it is a necessary evil. Having a broken heart may be painful, but you have also earned your freedom. Plus, you have a fierce will to survive. You should be able to grasp happiness again soon enough.
To me, she was already family. I only realized that after I was dumped. How pathetic is that?
I really can't help you there.
This entire situation is your fault, right? So what are you gonna do about it? Huh? What?
You're the one who cheated. How is that my fault?
Well, it sure as shit isn't mine. You're the cause of it all. Plus, I was ready to get married. You got your wish.
But that was only due to your cheating on her, right? Besides, it's too late to make up with her now.
You don't get to decide that!
If you really intend to push me, tonight I will have to show you what I can really do. If that happens, then tonight will certainly be your last. Are you prepared to die?
Prepared to die? What if you die here before I do?
Vincent!
Hey, wait a second.
Yo, you still alive?
Yeah, we came back since we're worried about you. Let's drink some more, man. Wouldn't be able to sleep anyway.
I didn't have any problem sleeping.
Hey, something happened?
Guys! Boss and Vincent are...
It's okay, don't say anything.
But...
What's wrong?
Sorry, I haven't finished my chat with him yet. You guys start the party without me.
Whatever you say. Just don't go aggro, you drunk.
Ah, don't worry, we're just playing some games here. Right?
Yes, that's right.
There's no point in screwing around with you. I'll let you off. For now. But in return... About what you were saying? If I am still alive tomorrow, you're gonna grant me my wish.
Wait, Vincent. What are you saying?
I'm telling you, it's impossible.
Then you should have no problem making that promise. If you really can control the nightmares, then make this one the last.
It will be the last, whether you win or lose.
Not just for me, everyone else. It ends tonight. And not only that, you're going to arrange to have Katherine meet me here.
It's impossible.
Well, I can't do it. I can't call her, and it's not like I can just text her.
Very well. If you agree, then I honor your conditions.
Really? Great. And remember, you better keep your promise. Got it?
Oh, hey, Vincent. Are you sure about this?
1 week of this bullshit is more than enough. And sorry to make you worry back there, but I gotta end this. Not so much with this jackass. With myself.
What's with him? Acting all badass. So wait, boss, you said... What, boss?
All right, we got a lot happening there. Okay, so now we know the truth behind the nightmares. It is all about weeding out men who refuse to commit to women and that they're in long-term relationships with, because by failing to commit to women, they fail to have children. And this game is sort of a commentary on what is a huge issue in Japan at the time, and it's sort of starting to be seen across the world, is that marriage rates and birth rates are dropping. And sort of asking itself, why is that? And I think I think the real world reason is a lot of it does have to do with economical, social stress. But in this game, it seems to be that it's the men that are the problems. It's the men taking advantage of these women. It's the men just afraid for whatever reason to commit to these two women. And you know, the way that they speak, a lot of you see how the way they talk about women amongst each other, it's really some gross way of thinking. And it's that way of thinking that really is what winds up getting themselves punished in the dream. And as I've been pointing out, and what you can see in the confessional boxes, the painting of Vincent on the cross each night, there's more and more sheep flocking to him. So whatever ending you get, the sheep will follow Vincent. Vincent is the example that the men that are cursed and who have survived this long will follow. And the endings reflect which way does that go? Will things get better? Will they learn to settle down and commit? Will they be more honest with themselves? Will they make up for their past mistakes? Will they grow? Or will they descend into their fantasies? And we now know that Kat is a succubus. As Boss pointed out, she is able to take on the appearance of her target's ideal woman. Vincent's target ideal woman is pretty unimaginative, to be quite honest. It's just a blonde girl with big breasts, nice little tight ass, and dresses in a way that is sexually provocative, with a nice little bow in front as if she's a present to be unwrapped. she's basically almost like she's ready for sex at any time that he wants. And she can only appear to those who can see her normally, like the boss, who he gave his name as Thomas Mutton. That's his earthly name. We'll go more into that later. What else? With Steve Delhomme, the dentist and the sheep tie and the tie wearing sheep, when he confronted Vincent on Katherine, the description they had of the girls were different, and that's because Steve's ideal woman is very different from Vincent's, to the point that even race is a factor. A lot of gamers, Western gamers I know, they thought that she was black. It doesn't say so. I mean, if you want to imagine her as being black, it's entirely possible. I do want to state, in the novel that of Katherine that came out in Japan only, she's Asian. She's Asian. And she's very young looking too, as well. So she kind of has like a pop young. I think she's Japanese. It just says Asian in the book, but I'm thinking Japanese because this is a Japanese game. And also in that novel, she appears to both Orlando and Johnny. For Orlando, it's a Latino woman who's extremely rich. And for Johnny, it's Katherine. And her voice changes with that as well. That's one of the, I believe in the Japanese version of the full body re-release, that there's 9 new voice actresses voicing Kat. I don't think that's going to be the case in the English release. I don't think they can afford that. That's a lot of women they'd have to pay for. So, but we are getting the dual audio, so we will be getting the original Japanese audio. We might even get the other 9 voice actresses for Katherine. Kat. I don't know. But the succubus thing is essential to dreams. They're a long thought of, mythological being, along with incubus and angels and demons and all that other stuff. So for some science explanations for where the legend originates, some scientists believe succubi are related to sleep paralysis, and they were merely hallucinations. So anyone who's never suffered from sleep paralysis, I've had one episode. I didn't open my eyes. Don't open your eyes if you feel yourself awake and you can't move, because you're going to see some crazy shit. Your brain's kind of in that half state of dream and reality, and it will fill in the gaps with some horrifying stuff. And so some scientists believe that when the men opened their eyes, they just saw kind of a demonic, beautiful, but strange woman. Many, including King James, which is the most common form of the Bible we read today, correlated succubus to wet dreams. And way back in the day, any sexual activities that were not purposefully procreative were considered sinful. So it's kind of like, I guess, men would sleep with a random woman, say it was a succubus that seduced him and manipulated him. Succubi were an excuse for men who awoke to an erection while maintaining true to society. So that's where the wet dreams thing comes from. It's the reason why men had boners when you wake up, or the excuse they came up with. The real reason is because we're actually more sensitive to certain sensations and arousals. So it's very easy for you to have a certain dream. It doesn't even have to be a flat-out sexual dream, just any dream, and your body will be aroused by it. It's weird. So that's where the science explanation comes in. We'll talk a bit more about succubi later, but I just want to cover that for now. And if you notice that on Boss's eyes, one eye, his right eye, is the arrow from the Mars symbol, and the other is the cross from the Venus symbol, which I believe is supposed to symbolize a woman holding a mirror. So he's like the earthly agent of this dream, and he's the one that sends the succubi to target these men that come to the stray sheep bar. And we'll go more into the powers that be that are controlling this dream and manipulating these men. So I just want to see here if true to the story, all of Kat's texts are missing, and it looks to be the case. Yeah. Good job, game, for being consistent with the narrative here. They're all gone. All the pictures and everything, gone. Okay, let me save real quick. All right, we'll get our last beer trivia.
This far. Tonight, I'll escape again.
Okay, Vincent seems to be underneath the impression that even though because Kat isn't real, therefore he didn't cheat. I'm with Boss on this. If it feels like cheating, it's cheating. Like Catherine's gonna fucking buy that excuse. Yeah, the girl I was cheating on wasn't real. What the fuck does that mean?
I'll end this once and for all.
It seems your glass is empty. You must really like Cuba Libres. Here's a basic fact about cocktails for you. The term cocktail is exactly what it sounds like. A cock's tail. Why is it called that? No clear etymology exists for the word. But here's a famous story. A long time ago, an English sailor asked a young Mexican boy stirring alcohol in a glass what the name of the liquor was. The boy thought he was asking about the name of the stirring stick, so he answered, cola de gallo, a cock's tail feather. And this is said to have spread as the name of mixed drinks in general. Isn't that interesting? But who knows what's true? Since you have had at least one cocktail a night and learned fascinating facts, you will now be given the title of Cocktail Connoisseur. And that was all of the trivia on cocktails. Please continue to enjoy the rest of the story.
I don't understand who this narrator is supposed to be, per se. It's interesting.
Empty? Erica, I need a drink.
What'll it be?
Whiskey.
Sake, please.
I'll take a beer.
Beer.
Okay, I'll be right back. There you go. Keep on drinking. Don't order any food. Boss isn't here, so I can't guarantee it'll be good.
Yeah, I'm fine with just my drink.
Don't do anything stupid, all right?
I'm okay, don't sweat it. Made it this far. Tonight, I'll escape again. When I'm done, I need to tell her my true feelings. I won't hesitate now.
Well, it seems you finished your glass. You seem to really like whiskey. Here's a basic fact about whiskey for you. Do you know what the word whiskey means? It means water of life in Gaelic, a language from Northern Europe. It's nice to know where your favorite things come from. I will give you the title of Whiskey Wise Man because you drank one whiskey each night and heard all of my trivia. That is all of the whiskey trivia. I'm praying for your success as I return you to the main story.
Empty?
You still want to...
Yeah. Sake.
I'll take a beer.
Beer.
Okay. There you go.
All right, let's talk to the boys here for a moment. Well, let me get up and talk to Lindsay and Martha real quick.
Would you like to speak to Lindsay? Would you like to speak to Martha? You look very handsome today.
Oh, please.
Oh, really?
A man who climbs the mountain now will be given his future to do with as he pleases. I wonder where you'll end. I wonder what you'll gain.
What else is there? Victory and a future.
Victory and a future. Of course, us too.
Huh?
Goodbye, Mr. Man of Legend. May you be blessed. I don't watch the news anymore. Even if I watch the news, they won't come up anymore. Even if I watch the news, you won't ever come up.
Alright, it's interesting to note. Alright, so we're still getting text from the Midnight Venus. Alright, so I mentioned that I would theorize who Lindsay and Martha are supposed to be. Because I remember when the game first came out, a lot of people weren't really clear on what their purpose is. And I think, however, whenever we make a decision, we get that angel and demon coming up. And I think they're basically those two beings. They're the ones kind of gauging the other stray sheep, seeing who the man of legend will be. And they always sit right behind Vincent. They're always able to watch him as well as the other stray sheep that enter the bar. So they're just basically just watching and they're not judging at all. They're just trying to see where the man of legend is going to lead all the other sheep. That's my thoughts on them. Nothing too deep there. Here, let me talk to the other stray sheep because I think my friends are going to be staying here, so.
Hey, it's you. Sit. I've been waiting for you. I'm glad I'm able to see your face today.
Something bothering you?
This is my last drink, my last time here.
Why is that?
I'm gonna stop drinking. I'm gonna find the criminal who shot my wife. But not to kill him. I'm gonna find him and make him atone.
I see.
Before I only thought about taking out my hatred and anger on him by killing him. Blaming him for all my sins, too. Thanks to you, I realized that I was being weak. This isn't much, but it's my advice to you. Hold on to what's important to you. The more important it is to you, the easier it is for it to disappear. Like a dream.
Yeah, I understand.
I owe you one. Actually, two. One for saving me from myself, and one for saving me from the nightmare. Thanks.
You got mail.
Okay, so this is from Krios. As I mentioned, Krios is the name for sheep. The word for sheep. To Mr. Vincent Brooks, some of our newer cell phone models have been having trouble accessing our online media storage service. We apologize for the inconvenience. We are handling this issue by sending our users the data they were storing online via text messages. These messages will not cost you anything to receive.
This takes me back.
There are different ones you get. I always get this one. It's a cute one.
Something the matter?
I remembered how you saved me in the nightmare. I talked a lot about myself. I think I just wanted somebody to listen to me. So look, these events aren't going to end naturally. The police can't do anything. This is when the mass media shines. But I'm too afraid to write about it. I think it's because I'm afraid to admit that I have the power to save people through my words.
Yeah, well, I'll look forward to whatever you write.
Think I can get an interview with you one day? The unnamed hero?
Stop it. It's embarrassing.
It's all because of you. Thank you. It's the unadulterated truth. After this is all over, I'm gonna marry my girlfriend. I should buy the ring so I can do it the moment I'm ready.
Okay, and as we know that Justin also was, Justin, despite never cheating on his girlfriend, was having the Women's Wrath nightmare. And as I mentioned at the very beginning, we should note that Vincent was having the nightmare before he met Kat. And now we know that cheating is not the reason why they're having the nightmare. It's the fact that they're not committing to having children with the women they're in long-term relationships with. And his own mother was in such a relationship at one point that was weeded out by this this nightmare. To the point where she eventually did settle. She settled in her mind, I guess, losing a man she loved. Settled, had Vincent, and at some point later in Vincent's life, she ran off with another man. So even though they weeded out this man that refused to have children with her, it seems like that wasn't something she really wanted. And it's almost like the gods don't really understand certain circumstances, that not everyone wants children, that maybe some people don't want to be settled down with each other. Maybe they just want like a common law marriage or something like that. But it is, pretty typical in these sorts of stories for like the gods to just not really understand human relationships and what makes us so complex.
Hey, I wanted to see you, tell you something. I'm going to marry Anna. I'm throwing away my family and company and everything.
What? Really?
We're eloping, rather. We're leaving tonight, after this.
I see. You guys seem happy.
My life is so hard, as if taking care of him wasn't hard enough.
It's okay. We have love.
Ugh, men are so stupid.
That nightmare is going to continue. But I think that's okay.
Why?
I wouldn't mind nightmares anyway.
Don't worry. They'll all end tonight.
It feels like it will really be that way when you say it. I hate to say this, but I really look up to you. Thank you, Vincent.
And their relationship was kind of interesting because while Daniel was cheating on Anna, it was more like he was trying to appease his family than being unfaithful to her. Alright, let's talk to Erica.
Did you hear? I figured out who the witch is.
Really? And who is it?
It was me. You know all that shit that went on when we were young? Seems it got mixed in with the rumors.
Well, you did disappear that one time.
And to think I just kept spreading the rumor, fooling people.
Was there anyone who believed it? You. Well, I never believed it in the first place. Listening to you never leads to anything good.
What? Anyway, about what you and Boss were talking about?
Dumbass. It's all a lie. Don't worry about it. Tomorrow we can drink and enjoy ourselves.
Okay. I hope so.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think the witch thing was just a red herring. It was to make you suspicious of Katherine. And there's a lot of things to be suspicious with Katherine with. It was sort of like leading you up to think that she was having an affair with Todd, because we know that they both worked at the same company. Todd, at the same time Vincent learns that Katherine is possibly pregnant. Todd mentions that woman at work that he was having an affair with told him she was pregnant, that it was a lie. And Vincent's thinking, oh, maybe this pregnancy is a lie. It turns out it was, but she did genuinely go through a pregnancy scare. But when she was receiving those text messages, I don't think it's ever really stated per se, but it is strongly suggested that Kat was not only just making Vincent think they were sleeping, but it's possible that they weren't, because he just wakes up next to her. They probably did, though. Not only just that, but she was also possibly interfering with other, with wives and girlfriends, and just harassing them through text messages and stuff like that. What else? So the witch thing was just a red herring, and especially, with the ants being a messenger of the witch, and those being associated with Katherine, in the various scenes we have with her at the cafe, the cake in his bedroom, and stuff like that.
Hey, how much of what you were talking about tonight is true? You said you'd be fighting?
You really never change, do you? True or not, I don't think I can lose to him. This is the end. For the mysteries, the rumors, for the guys, and for everyone. He needs to take responsibility.
Look, just don't be stupid about it, okay? Everyone's worried about you.
I'll be fine, don't worry. Whew. Made it this far. I'm just fighting for me tonight.
Why, your cup seems to be empty. You must really like sake. Here's a basic fact about sake for you. So, where did the drink now known as Japanese sake originate? Most sakes that appear in Japanese mythology are actually fruit liqueurs. Only after the Japanese began to plant rice did sake come to refer to rice sake. That means it might be a drink that came over from China or Korea. Since you had sake every night and learned incredibly interesting information about it, you will be crowned Sake Sensei. That is all the sake trivia I have. The story is nearing an important point, so let's get back to it.
Empty?
You still want a drink?
Yeah. Made it this far. Tonight, I'll escape again.
Come back here tomorrow, okay?
When I'm done, I need to...
Why, your mug seems to be empty. You must really like beer. Here's a basic fact about beer for you. Do you know the etymology of the word beer? Neither do I. Unfortunately, there is no definitive answer to this question. However, the most likely candidate is the Latin bibere, meaning to drink. A drink's name derived from the act of drinking itself. That's quite a thing. On a side note, the Spanish word cerveza is apparently traced back to the Roman goddess Ceres. Since you had at least one beer a night and learned a bit about it, you will now be known as the Beer Baron. And that is all our beer trivia. We now return you to the main story. Good luck.
Empty?
You still want a drink?
No.
You've got your game face on. Sign of a great man.
Yeah. I have something I have to finish.
I know you. You're probably doing something that isn't worth the reward. It's nice of you to help us out when you've got your hands full already.
You guys?
Yeah, I know. You saved me.
I see.
Guess what? I think I'm gonna get married and start a family. I've always secretly dreamed of loving somebody, of being loved.
Me too. I'm gonna start over with my wife.
Great.
I think I can be a real man now and come out of my father's shadow. Hey, dude, I'm gonna keep living my life too. It's all thanks to you.
Thank you. I'm grateful.
Hey, let's change the subject. It's embarrassing. You never know who might be listening. Even walls have ears these days.
What are you talking about? I've got to apologize about your wife.
I'm not listening. Everyone makes mistakes, and everyone has the right to start over.
Boss.
I'm turning my life around in so many ways. It's all thanks to you.
I'm grateful too. Thank you.
All right.
Chief and Orlando aren't looking too good.
Everything will be okay after tonight.
Which means...
Never mind. We'll all be back to normal come tomorrow. I'll bet my life on it.
What are you saying?
Hey, don't look at me like I've lost it. Can a guy try to sound cool sometimes? You haven't had any nightmares, have you?
You mean that one in the rumors that are supposed to kill you? Yeah, I'm not that gullible, come on.
It's cool then. I'm finally going to fight him. I'm not gonna lose. I'll win, and I'll live to see tomorrow.
Hey, Vincent. What was that just now? We saw you grabbing Boss. Something happened?
No, everything's fine. Sorry you had to see that.
I'm not gonna stick my head into every bar brawl you get into, but if something's bothering you, let us know, okay? When we were younger, we'd always help each other as a team. Remember?
Yeah. Felt like we could take on the world back then. Fun times. I bet Toby here wouldn't know about that, would he?
Come on, why you gotta go there?
We were like that once, huh? Anyway, we've already settled things.
Maybe it's because I'm tired, but the sake's getting to me really quickly.
Hey, don't overdo it. Let's have some good stuff tomorrow.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Huh?
If we hadn't come back, you'd be in some deep shit.
I was just screwing around.
It didn't look like it to me.
I was just getting worked up over a bet, that's all.
If you say so, man. But if you do something to get us on the news, man, we're all gonna have to go on the lam.
Well, that sounds good. It'll be like when we were kids, out on adventures.
So we're adults now, huh?
Hey, what are you talking about, guys?
Maybe when you're older, kid.
Hey, that's mean.
Oh, am I gonna have that damn dream again tonight?
Are you alright?
Man, you know I love you.
Don't say stuff like that.
Notice we didn't have the vision in the mirror this time. It's because we're not really victims of the dream, and we know what we're going to face. So, alright. Well, I'm going to save here. And I'm going to end the video. One, this has gone on kind of long, and two, yeah. We'll wrap it. The next video will be the last one. We'll wrap it up then. And we'll have some fun. Talking about that, and I will have to do a video on the ending. I have to do I need to do a for real video essay series of video essays on this game because it's that detailed. But yeah, so this is basically, the game is a social commentary on kind of how the misogyny of men are sort of leading to a downfall in the population and marriage rates. I say I'm always talking about how I'm a man hater. I do consider myself a feminist. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I do think misogyny does play a part in why a lot of women don't want to settle down, and probably why a lot of relationships fail too, as there's a lot of studies showing that Vincent and these men, they talk about how marriages just seems to be so oppressive on them. But the truth is that actually men benefit more from marriage than women do, than their wives do, for multitude of reasons. Could be whether it's financial, social, as well as, when it comes to abuse, husbands are more likely to be abusive towards their wives than the other way around. Although that isn't saying that women aren't abusive to their husbands. They tend to be more verbally abusive, whereas husbands tend to be more physically abusive. And I'm speaking in generalizations here. I'm not talking about specific instances or individual circumstances. That should be key. This is supposed to be about a society in general. There's individual discrepancies between the men, and overall they're pretty much the same. And just even when it comes to child rearing, it's not shared, it's not even. It's still, men benefit still a bit more with that. Like Katherine, she mentions that she intends to keep working when they're married and have a kid. But even so, she's going to be the one that's going to have to take the day off from work, most likely. She's going to be the one to attend all the parent-teacher conferences, the one that's going to likely make time for school events and everything like that, even though she has a more stable career than Vincent does at this point. And especially in Japan, this is true, that it's very much accepted that there is a time where women just don't work in between having kids. And I mentioned Japan because this is a Japanese game. I have to drive that home. A lot of people look at this game through a Western lens, and that's not the right way to look at it, in my opinion. Is that they have a child, and then they stop working for a long period of time. Like a lot of teachers, When I was working, they go on maternity leave, and Japan does have mandatory maternity leave. And then they won't be working for a good long while until the child or children are in school. Or, going to daycare if they can afford daycare. Daycare is expensive in Japan. And then it's really hard for them to get back into the business industry because it's been years since they last were in there. They were last working. And, it was more of a comment of how irresponsible Vincent is with money. She mentions that she'll be managing the finances. In Japan, it is typical of the housewife to manage the finances. That's just common in a Japanese household. So it's just a lot of stuff like that. And then there's the emotional labor, which we were sort of seeing that Katherine was dealing with so much, and Vincent was very preoccupied with himself and his problems. He wasn't communicating at all. He wasn't being supportive of Katherine, with the pregnancy scare. And, it's clear that Katherine is having, her family's getting on her case about not getting married. She feels left behind because all her friends are getting married and they're having kids. And, oh my God, it's just, it's a lot of real stuff she's going through. And yet her boyfriend of 5 long years is just spacing out through it. It's like, honestly, I understand 5 years is a long time, and because one of the endings they do get back together, and you can see it as a good or bad thing. Like, if she were to never get back with Vincent, I totally wouldn't blame her, because of this whole week he's just been awful to her. Let's be quite perfectly clear. And you don't really see it's like not until Full Body comes out, because not really so much of a spoiler with Full Body, but there are some new animated sequences that go a bit more into Katherine and Vincent's history with each other, and that was like in trailers and stuff that was talked about. So, and like some people feel like, oh, now I actually feel more invested towards her, and I'm like sitting here frustrated. I relating to Katherine so friggin' much, and having to bear, just be like, I've been relating to her since the beginning since I started playing the game, and kind of shows you the lens of how people sort of see things differently. There's no one true perspective to a lot of things, especially when it comes to art. Sometimes it says more about you than it says about the artwork, but I do believe that there will tend to be one interpretation that is more true. Whether or not that's mine, that's up to you to decide. I'm gonna say I'm right though. I'm just rambling at this point. And especially on something that I feel like I need to put my thoughts into more cohesively. But I just don't have the time for that. I have an audiobook I still need to record for someone. But I have plenty of time to do that. I'm not hurting on time for that right now. Once I wrap up this, I'm going to get that going and get that finished with, and then go back to the general of auditioning for roles, hopefully getting those roles and recording them, working at the restaurant I'm working at. Yeah, I haven't even had time really to play games. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 3. That came out at the end of January. It is April 3rd as of this recording. And and I'm right before San Francisco. I got through the Pirates world. Ugh, I don't care for pirates, so that world I wasn't really looking forward to, even though those ship battles are kind of cool. But I had to get it over with. Then San Francisco was one I was kind of looking forward to, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. And I know it shouldn't be too much longer after that one to finish up the game. I'm not going to finish the Winnie the Pooh world. I just don't care. Yeah. Okay, so we'll be getting to the end here soon, and we'll talk a bit more about what the powers that be that are behind this dream of sheep and climbing falling towers. in the next and final video of the playthrough. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the game and what you think it all means. And I'll see you very soon. Really soon. I'm gonna record it later tonight. Hopefully my mic won't quit on me. Alright. See y'all.